Hello, good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Humble Search Food. In today's edition, I'll be doing a series or a session of question and answer on exportation, especially for the beginners or starters. Number one, how do I start food exportation? That is a question people have been asking on my DM, on everywhere I go. But the simple answer is this: you can start food exportation by creating your own Facebook um, information, knowing what to export, knowing how to prepare what you will export, because for you to export goods out of this shore, out of this country, you must make it standard. Okay, so because in this export business, a lot of customers will come and tell me, my mama is bringing me garri from their village. The garri in their village is the best. If I try to convince you to cool down so that I can buy you once that is export standard and you say no, I will allow you, but they will always come back and say, no, 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 that garri is not pass. So what I always advise people is that you should start food exportation, not only because your brother or your sisters are there abroad. Sometimes they might not make you a good export business person or export business woman. So you should leverage on the social media. You should leverage on anything that can make you expose you outside there. Like Instagram is doing a wonderful thing in export on food exportation. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, even now TikTok has also joined, doing a lot to expose you, people to view you, people to see what you are doing. But not even all those things are the problem. A lot of my people has gone into food exportation and they fail. How? If you sell goods to anybody and the person is not come back, just consider you yourself that you didn't survive, because the person is eating food, particularly African food, almost every time. So why is it that the person did not come back? It may be what you send to the person. If it's somebody that does not want to make noise, or you send to the person is not good, he will not come back. If those people that make noise, that want to collect their money back, they will drag you for your platform, and probably you send back their money, or you plead to them that you do better. So in food exportation, you must learn it in a way that you will be surviving, you will be succeeding. Like this morning, I just had something I want to send to US now. Is fish. You got the we call it catfish and asa fish. So catfish cutlet, I prepare it myself. So that's why you can see, if I'm sending to you, my fees will be always at least 500 naira different from other markets in the Lagos or anywhere, because I go extra mile to oven it, make sure that I got it to international standard, knowing fully well that even if you are flying it, sometimes we might have a delay on the flight. I'll take 1 week or thereabout, or 2 weeks, depending on the cargo you are using. So I have to take it home and start to oven it again. Something like asa, I got it in the market and take it home and start cleaning it up, oven it, make sure that it meets up that standard, international standard, so that there's nothing like muckle there, or gotten spoiled along the way. So particularly these things are things that people go out there to learn. Even if he call you around and say pay some money and you learn how to do this and do that, they will not give you all this insight that I'm giving you. Something like a goosey, something like garri, you need to get it home, clean it yourself, make it, because over there so many of them does not have time to begin to clean your beans, to begin to clean your egusi again. Then what they want to do is just when they bring it for them, they start to use. and you find out that sometimes they will be seeing sand in what you are sending to them. So you didn't make it export standard. Your product might be cheap, your product might be okay, but because you did not make it export standard, here we know how to manage ourselves. If I get beans in Oyibo market or Mart 12, I give it to my wife. My wife has to pick it again. But if I'm sending beans to anybody abroad, I must clean it to the level of start using it. So now, like so many people said, how will they start? You can start with some of your friends outside there. You can start, but the major one you can start is using platform Facebook, like I've said before, Instagram and co. Get your platform ready. Let what you are saying that you are doing be really what you are doing. There are a lot of people will tell you that they are doing this, they are doing that. At the end of the day, when you get their goods, be disappointed. So know today that whatever you are getting in the market to do export, make sure you have extraordinary cleaning on it, as hygiene must be number one. It's not any in short, because I got a banga bonga fish for somebody now. I will not send that bonga fish that way. I will debone it, remove those heads that I don't need there. So if I'm doing all these things for my customer, now I've reduced the kilo for the person. I've given the person the actual fish the person want to use. The person will later come back next time. But you said, you want to compete. It's not only by pricing. It's not only by pricing. I bet you if your goods are quality and your pricing is a little bit, just little bit high, people will come back and buy from you. So in today's series, use leverage on social media, leverage on Facebook, leverage on Instagram, leverage. You can as well create a website, but that one is when you start growing up. So that is my topic today, is really going for you that say, how can I start? You can start, but start it small. Start small and grow. Don't think that you want to own a shop. Yeah, owning a shop is good, but you can start. But what is matter in this export business is trust. The person has not seen you, you have not seen the person, it's only calls, sometimes video call and co, but he has trusted you with his money. So that is where I said we want to talk. In other series where I will be educating people, that is as own shops abroad, that is already having their store equipped with all these foodstuffs and co. I will be talking to them in my next series, where I will title Established Customers that want to load container and all that. So yeah, I'm concluding by saying that you start small and grow it. But no, in conclusion, no, that what we are selling to people is trust. Is trust. If you try to do anything against that trust, they will not come back, and you will not make profit, and you will not make good relation, customer relation. You did not get anything here today. Get that you should trust yourself first and do right. Don't always rush on the profit, but think on customer satisfaction first before your profit. Thank you. The next question is, how many years have you been in exportation business? I would say I will give you a short story on my coming to food markets generally, before I will now tell you when I started food exportation particularly. I came to Lagos October 19, 1999. Yeah, October 1999 to Lagos. And as Igbo person as I am, we did boy things. And I was with the my oga for 6 years. So if I say 1999, it should be around 2005. I got settled um in that my apprenticeship. So it's just like somebody who went to university. If you really know what you do in this our apprenticeship, something is something that if you can bring your head down, you will do wonderfully well. So I served my master for 6 years. After 6 years, I got settled around 2005. Um, I gave me a reasonable amount of money to start up my own, and he also prayed for me because, especially in this our boy things, it's not the amount they give you what is what matters. It's the blessing that is attached to it. That is our belief. I don't know your own, but it's the blessing of that day that your master will put his hand on your head and pronounce you Oga and pronounce you a master. And you will tell God to bless you. And as you have served him well, he wish you well. And everything you touch should be money. And that day he will bring a certain amount of money and prayed over it and said, go, you go and succeed. So on that fateful day, October 2005, I was settled, and my prayer was made in my head, and I started my own. But knowing fully well that when I was serving, my master also had some customers. He also do some exportation too. He sent some goods to them, America particularly, and all that. So as a boy, I was listening, I was learning, as where I learned how to do export. So when I start my own, um, my master was not doing anything social media because then it will be in the market where our market is Oto market precisely in Oyibo, Ebutemeta mainland local government for those who knows Lagos very well. So my master will always stay in the shop and people will come and ask him they want to do a sport and he sells some items for them. But when I got settled, I said no, let me think outside the box. That's when I go to Facebook, TikTok, and so many social media that I'm into in order to look for customers. At the starter, it was not easy. Trust was not given because a lot of people are afraid of Nigerian thing. But we keep pushing. Today the difference is clear. We are leading in food market. So, but while I always like people to come in is because I am not going to be in this food market forever. So I'm a product of boy boy. So if I can use this platform to also educate people on how to come into food market and succeed on their own, it will be okay. But know fully well that I'm not really only talking to people in Africa or people particularly in Nigeria. I'm also talking to you that is doing a shifting work there in US, there in Australia, there in any foreign land. This business is lucrative, my dear. Don't uh, let them not make you to come into it. If you come into this business with your license over there and own a shop, even if you don't want to own a shop, I have money to come here and get some items and sell in a wholesale for them. You will make it. In short, are you not thinking on how to get retired from that work that you do 12 hours? Remember, age is something that you cannot cheat. Very soon, you will not have all this power. I'm talking to you. You must not buy from humble search food, but think about food market. But if what we are doing is good for you, partner with us, you will succeed. Or think about your retirement. Own your own business, own your own company. Anywhere you are, you can do food market. Food market is good market. So today, I'm talking to those people who own shop abroad. Humble Sage is good and we are good on what we are doing. We have Gary that can stay for 2 years. We call it Cripsy Gary. Can stay for 2, 3 years and it will not go spoiled. We have series of um any kind of spice you want, banga spice, meat spice, name them. We are really good in what we are telling you. Or father rice and co. So if you want to do export, if it's a container form or any form, call on Humble Sage. If you don't have license, we have license here to help you, ship it to you, and you will not regret. You can come over here to see us. You can send any of your agents to come and see us. Our office are located at Demuri, 62 Demuri Road, K2. And our marketplace, where also we do market, day-to-day market, is in Auto Block 6, Shop 1, in Auto Western Market, Oyimbo. You can come there as well to see it practically, where how we do it and how best we know what we are doing. So, in conclusion, I want you to come into food market. You will not regret. Thank you. Okay. The next question is, what can I export as a new vendor in food market? People will always ask this kind of question, but my simple answer is anything local, anything local is exportable because any type of a vegetable, dry one, even some people now have started doing fresh, you know. So all these things are exportable. Now, if you talk about Gary, if you are a starter, if you are a beginner, you don't need to export all those ones because it's heavy. The customer cannot, yes, customer can pay you for the Gary, but immediately they take it to um uh, cargo or wherever they want to send it to the person, and the fee of bringing something like 5 kg of Gary is high. So I will always advise that you that is a new as a new starter or as a new vendor, you should advertise more things that is light load things, something like crayfish, something like zobo leaf, something like all these are spices. Then something like fish, catfish, cutlet, storefish fillet, all those things. That is really what they want. So for you to start thinking of all this heavy load thing, customers will buy. I've had a business I do with a customer. After buying the goods, on taking it to ship to Niger, I tell the customer how much they will take it, they will bring it to her to in Australia. The customer just advised me, "Thank you, bro. I I am good and I like your efforts on this your export thing, but can you send those things to Were for me?" I said, "What?" He said that money he paid me for buying that item is almost times two of money he wants to pay to bring it to Australia. I said, "There's no need." I said, "Wow." Because he has to buy amala, buy plantain flour, buy gari, those heavy things. So I have to send it to his family at Owerri in Imo State. So as a new starter, advertise more things that is light. Something like, as I said before, all these our spices are good. Spices it doesn't have to come plenty or small. Spices, seasonals, seasons. and all these are leaf vegetables, dry vegetables, and co. So these are things that you need to start as a as a beginner. So in conclusion, look for anything local in your environment that is light, advertise it. You must see somebody and you sell, but make it affordable. Don't hike the price so much for them because um, I've not been in abroad, but they always tell me that they work day and night to earn this dollar. So don't think that they are going to give you dollar for free. No free dollar anywhere in the world. So make your price affordable for people as a beginner, and make it high in hygiene. You will sell your product, fish, vegetables, and zobo leaves are good for a good starter. So thank you for this series. Thank you. Okay. The next question is, how much do I need to start food export business? I will always laugh because in this um, export business, you don't really need so much money. You know, uh, you must get some things in your office or in your shop that you use to package. Like in my office, I get oven, I get a sealing machine, vacuum sealing, and a normal sealing machine, and all that and all that. So, what customer will always say, give the customer the prices. Sometimes they will ask you that FOB, give them the whole price, and they will now pay you. So, in export business, you need fund, but not that big money. So if you can put up your office very well, your shop very well, your selling machine is in tight and every other thing. So the money you need is just small money. Like if customer said, I need a goods worth of 1 million naira, and the customer said, okay, I'm going to give you 500,000 naira or 400,000 naira. Immediately you finish buying the item on pickup. When my people come to pick and confirm all the products ready, I will balance you. Sorry, I will balance you the money. Then that is where you really need money. So you have to use your own money, additional 600,000 to get some of those goods and wait for the customers or his agent to come, and at the pickup you pay you a balance. So you need a little money, but not really money like that. Like some of my customers who have now trusted me to some length, they will just, when I give them price, they will just send me the money straightforward. But you know that you are a starter, they cannot trust you in that form. So you need money, but not much money. So anybody that telling you that you need to go and bring million before you start export business, the person don't want you to start. You need little or no money to start. So please start it now. Now, now, now. Okay, the next question is, what advice can you give to a beginner? You know, my people used to say giving advice is free, but once the person collect it and use it, not when the person will make profit on the advice. So for me, I always tell a beginner not to have a greedy mindset. Yeah, because that is really what is killing them. If they see that Humble Surge is loading and Humble Surge is sending items like in a week, 10, 15, 20 million goods is going out. And as a beginner, you want to start today and start to get those kind of customers, you are a joker. So what I will always advise them is start small. Start small and grow. Small, small. You have your challenges, you have your difficulties, but in if you are ready and really ready to make some changes, correct yourselves, and talk to your customer, because in this export business, you should mind the way you talk to your customers. That's really matters. People will always say, I've tried my best, the customer is blah blah blah. Shut up your mouth. Do you know what the person go through to get that dollar? You need to have that customer relationship. If you are not ready to submit yet your ego, you will not survive in this food exportation. Knowing fully well that people you are dealing with is people that are exposed in the world. If you fuck up, they can buy some of these items in Ghana. They can buy some of these items even even in their neighboring countries, like Venezuela and some of these African countries that is doing well in agriculture. So you don't talk to them anyhow. Plead to them, tell them what you have. Cool down. If the customer is talking something that is annoying you, calm down. Have a very good, robust customer relationship. It will help you. So, in my own conclusion on how to advise the beginners is start small, bro. Don't try to go and rent one big warehouse. No, you can start even in your house. Stop these luxurious things. It doesn't work here like that. So start small with your phone, with your iPhone, with your Android. You can start. So my advice for you is to start small and grow, 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 grow. Thank you. Okay. In summary of all these questions I've been sent to my DM, I've been sent to call. Some people call me and ask me. I think in all, humility is the key. You must be humble. You must be humble, really humble to your customers. So you know that even in this export, one bound to make some mistakes, but always ready to do your correction. So I will always tell people that export business is something that is not go to the university and learn and come out and start doing it. No. Some of us who have been in these food markets for a decade now do it better than those university graduates. Yes, education is the key, even in this what we are doing. Even me, I'm still vying for more education. I'm still going to do some courses, professional courses and all that. But in physical aspect of it, we are the people that in the food market do today. We sleep with food, we wake up with food. So I know what to do. I know what to put together to make pepper soup. You, after coming back from university, you need to come to my office for me to tell you what I need to add to make a good pepper soup. The same thing goes to suya pepper. The same thing goes to so many uh, spices that we do. So, in summary, if you follow up in this my videos, in this my discussion with you, you don't even really need to come physically. Anything you need to learn, you can easily send it to my DM. I will, in my own free time, I will discuss it with you guys, and you will learn. Even very soon, I'll also tell you guys how to prepare so many items that will give you profit for learners or for the beginners. Humble Sage is located at Otowaisan Market, Block 6, Shop 1 in Oyibo, Ebutemeta Mainland Local Government. And we have our office again at K2 62 Demuri Road, K2 Alapere. So we are really licensed foodstuff market people. So if you want to partner with us, we are free. If you want to send your people to come and confirm what we are doing here, you are also free. If you want to consult with us, you are free. You can ask us any question that come to your mind. We will answer you. You can give us even a video call. You are free to do that. This is our job. This is what we are doing. We load containers to people everywhere in the world. So nowhere that we cannot send their goods to. But I always tell customers, go to your regulatories over there. Know the items that they accept, because some people accept this and some country don't accept this. Don't send something that the country said we don't want to bring. You don't want you to bring it for in our country. So You will as well do your job, I do my job, you find out that you will be a successful exporter. So in conclusion, you that is buying, me that is selling, all of us have job to be done. So you give me a list, I can also as well check for you the items that you send to me. I will say that A and B cannot come to your country because they are bounded, or but C and other ones can come. If you insist that you want to carry the one that is the country say you don't want to carry, you know that it's your own risky, not me. So please, if you are outside there, come into food market very big. You can also decide to sell only spices and making your money. You must not sell all African food. Thank you for listening to Humble Said Food. It's educative, and this channel will be educating you, particularly on the food market. This channel will be educating you on food exportation, particularly. So, I would like you to subscribe, share, send to your friends and well wishers who are really longing to start food market. Please, this is what we do, and this is what we know the best on how to